Yeah.
Phil, that was overdramatic.
Well, it was kind of meant to be. This is a melodrama show, isn't it?
It was overdramatic, buddy. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, it was a little overdramatic because
yeah.
You
too
know,
over the top, was it?
I
put too much of an emphasis on it.
I don't necessarily do that.
Okay, but I put too much of an emphasis on it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to back off of that.
I think you put emphasis on it.
Well, point taken. Point taken.
Okay.
Are we ready
for the show?
Yes.
I don't know. Are you ready? Chris, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Well, then. So, welcome to this week's edition of the Squatchable podcast, where we take a look at the week in Bigfoot news. Joining me, as always, from the 40 and Slip, Chris York. Chris, how are you?
Rock on!
Oh, it's going to be a great show. And joining us from Power Breakdown, Phil Pulling. Phil, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, good.
How are you doing?
If you enjoy Power Breakdown or the 40 and Slip, you may enjoy the badly drawn misadventures of two Bigfoot. Head on over to Bigfooting with Keith and Colin, where this week the Wendigo will be training his new evil llama. Yes, that's going to be.
Hold on, wait. I did not see the final scene where the young ones were being trained. Is that over now?
Yeah, that was they were burning Colin at the stake.
Oh, that's right. That was the last one. Okay. Yeah.
He was proud of them.
He was, as well he should be.
They passed their training.
Mm-hmm.
And we could always bring it back, you know, people like some of the stuff I do, so I bring it back.
Why not?
Why not, indeed. So without further ado, I am your host, Richard Allen, and let's just get on with it. Our first story comes from, I'm not even sure there's is there a proper word to describe him? Magnificent Tim Fasano? Magnificent works. And
I just call him the one.
The one.
I call him the one.
The one Fasano.
Yeah. Yeah. When it comes to the Bigfoot community, he is the one.
And we do love him. This is a quick 4-minute video. The blurb reads, this sequence was shot a few winter months ago, but never got any views. I'm using a stabilized version so you can actually see what is going on. If you see the skunk ape ducking, you are right. If you see his hand reach around a tree, you are right again. So he's actually claiming that there is a bona fide skunk ape in this video. And indeed, if I could show videos, if my internet wasn't terrible, you would see that there is something ducking behind a palm frond and there is something peeking behind a tree. The link to this video is in the description. I have schizophrenia, and schizophrenia is a brain problem. And so, well, maybe not, maybe yes, but I do suffer from deja vu a lot. And I've heard that deja vu is a right brain, left brain thing. I don't know how true that is, but I do suffer from deja vu. I get deja vu a lot. So whenever I remember something happening before, I have to question it. But I seem to recall that the first video where something's ducking behind a palm frond is actually years old. That he filmed it quite, a considerable amount of time on. I've never seen a tree peeker video before, but I've seen something ducking behind the palm fronds on his channel before.
That was that huge field of palms.
Yeah.
And on the opposite side, not like this one. This one's a little different. This was that huge field of palm fronds that, remember last week when they were looking through where the pigs are?
Yeah. That's
kind of what it looked like. And it was off in the distance and you see the palm moving and there's shadows. I don't think there was anything there, but he seemed to think there was at the time. That was years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
That might be what I'm thinking of, but there was definitely something in this video. Unquestionably something. What was it, Bigfoot? I don't know. Didn't get a very good look at it. Something ducks behind the palm fronds, all right. It appears to be large and fur covered. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
I don't know.
Oh, Chris doesn't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask Chris,
My first thought was when I saw the video. My first thought actually was that there was a lot of wind, and in the foreground you could see a lot of this stuff that hangs off the trees and shit down there, and it was swinging around. And
moss.
my first, that shit. And my first thought was it was just moss behind the tree.
Hmm.
That was my first thought, but
I saw it before he mentions it.
Hmm.
I mean, I was just watching along, and all of a sudden I go, "Wait, whoa!" And I backed it up, and I said, "Looks like something's ducking down behind that palm frond. It looked like something that was solid."
yeah.
And I mean, I did not download the video and enhance it and zoom in on it or anything, but there's obviously,
and I didn't go back and look at it again. I just, when I was
Yeah.
watching it, I noticed that in the foreground that there was stuff, moving with the, due to the wind. And I attributed the movement and the motion behind the tree to that.
Uh-huh.
So,
That's the tree peeker video, not the palm frond video.
I don't know which one it was. I can't remember which one. There's so many in there. It goes from video to video to video.
But there's two ones with.
Yeah.
Right. I know what you're talking about.
But this, it definitely was something.
Yeah.
There's something there.
There's something there, and that is unquestionable.
Hmm.
Don't know what it was. There's no way of knowing for sure what it was.
All we know is the one caught it
so
on camera.
Tim Fasano caught something on camera,
And no one
that's all
else, no one else did. He was
No
the
one else.
only guy that caught that.
So we move on to our next video, which is from you, Phil. A nice little breakdown of, this was a humorous breakdown. It put me in mind of your possible flying hominid video.
Oh, yeah.
One of my firm favorites. This was 4-minute breakdown, which is pretty long for you. They are smack dab in the middle of werewolf forest.
Smack dab.
They see a beast that wasn't there earlier. 2 glowing eyes, a face appears. They may or may not have seen a nostril or a snout.
Yes. Maybe.
Were their eyes, or was it a trick of their eyes? More than one eye looking straight at them, directly at them. They were afraid. The creature kept staring right at them.
At them.
A tooth was visible. Only a fool would venture smack dab in the middle of werewolf forest.
Smack dab.
Their knowledge of bears was pretty astounding.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
They were convinced it wasn't a stump, even though it was quite clearly.
I think this video honestly is worth a view.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had people, sending me emails talking about how they were drinking their morning hot chocolate and spewing it all over the screen. And
it's a laugh. It's a laugh.
It's if it's spewable, it's watchable.
There is a coffee warning in effect for this video.
Absolutely.
Don't be drinking and watching it because it is amusing.
Bring a rag with you. Whether it's for the tears or for the spewing. Either way, bring that rag.
Do you know what? I've seen the original of that video, and I spent the video like turning my head onto one side and squinting an eye, like because I thought there was supposed to be something in that stumpy pile of logs.
Yes, there is.
There is.
It's a dog man.
It's a dog man, but it didn't.
Dog man?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Dog man.
It gets lumped in with Bigfoot these days. Apparently, it's another species of Bigfoot.
Well, this is the Oregon Willamette Valley werewolf forest we're talking about.
Whoa! That's racist. There's a difference between dogmen and werewolves.
I know, but that's just what they call the area.
Well, that's triggered.
That's the area they're in. And they did say that it looked like a dog-like face, or
a dog man,
or a wolf-like face.
They did say it was definitely canine
or wolf-like. So that could go either way.
Could go either
Right.
way.
Could go either way.
Yeah.
As always, the link is in the description. I strongly encourage everyone that watches this video to check that one out. It's only 4 minutes, and it's definitely worth a
Maybe
laugh.
it's a bi wolf.
A bi wolf.
Goes both ways.
Right.
Yeah. Clever.
Makes sense to me.
Our next story comes from Squatchable, parent website. Okay.
There's a parent?
It is
Well,
apparent.
No.
Yeah. It is
Apparently.
a parent website, yes.
You're welcome
And
for that.
it's a 9-minute video, and I threw in the other one they did as well, which is only a minute. The links are in the description. It's basically 9 minutes of security camera. That picture I've got posted there is it. That's all you see for the whole video. And if you turn the volume up really loud with headphones on or something, you can hear something kind of weird in the background occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
No?
How about you, Chris?
I personally didn't hear anything, but that's me.
I put headphones on and I turned the volume way up and watched the entire 9 minutes and some odd seconds and heard wildlife. That's what I heard. Wildlife. Birds, little chattering chipmunks and things of that nature. Nothing paranormal to my ear.
I was going to say porcupine or something.
Yeah, it could have been opossum, Yeah, a couple of raccoons or squirrels.
Creatures.
I mean, I never heard anything remotely samurai chattery.
Creatures of the night. What music they make. So just get close to Halloween,
That's right.
But yeah, that's it. 9 minutes of just that's on the screen right now, and then noise in the background if you turn the volume up really loud. If you don't turn the volume up really loud, there's literally nothing. So nothing. The link is in the description. Our next video again comes from Squatchable. EU be damned. I can actually go to that website. So and it's possibly my favorite video, Bigfoot video, that I've seen in quite a long time, if I'm honest. This one was, because it combines my two favorite things, which is fishing and Bigfoot. This guy, Mountain Bigfoot, Joe Fish Davis 2D, goes on a 10-minute ramble about all kinds of Bigfoot stories he's heard growing up. And he's just tossing his line into the creek, river, having a bit of fish and just rambling about Bigfoot. It's very relaxing. It's a very nice video. He tells some, like I said, it's just reminiscing about stories he's heard growing up. He heard it from this guy or this kid he was in prison with, and his friend's father, and all sorts of things. Did you guys watch the whole thing?
No. I got halfway.
I got 3 minutes into it. I would like to say that, I think you might just have to be in the mood for this sort of thing, because after 3 minutes, it generally lost my interest very quickly, and I just clicked off. Not to say that he's not a good storyteller or is not, being forthright with what he's talking about, but it just, I don't know. There's something about it just didn't strike me right, and it was getting a little bit boring. So I just clicked off. That's just the way it is.
I'll watch any video that involves fishing. I mean,
yeah. Well, there is that.
If you're into that and you like the guy's story, then have at.
If you want to relax, get yourself a nice hot toddy, turn up the volume, listen to the birds chattering in the trees, and watching them throw his fishing line.
Rock on, man.
It's a nice video to relax to. You have it on in the background, play solitaire.
You should have had a little bit of music, I think, to just in the background, just to kind of.
Should have been gone.
Oh.
So mellow.
How made you feel?
Should have been gone.
It's always good when I can catch you, Phil.
Yeah.
Well,
This is supposed to be a serious show.
It's serious.
No, seriously now.
It's
I said
serious.
it's supposed to be. It very
Serious.
rarely is.
Serious.
Well, that's what I just told Chris. It's supposed to be, a serious show.
In any case, it's a nice
Hey, Phil.
13-minute.
God, you missed like
Hey,
5
Phil.
or 6 stories. Who was it just posted? Was that Josh? Who was it? Oh, Jet.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Sure. Phil,
missed the majority of the show. We're
Phil.
about ready to end the show now.
Well, surely you can't be serious.
And don't call me Shirley.
Mm.
Okay.
Jesus wept. All right. It's a nice 13-minute video. The link's in the description. If you like, just to listen to some guy fishing and rambling on about Bigfoot stories, it's for you. If not, give it a miss. Our final story. Phil just did a breakdown of this yesterday.
Oh.
But he did it after I sent the links out. So we can talk about it after. Okay, so
There's a Bigfoot.
It's a short video. A drone camera goes over a forest, and then one of the trees apparently is picked up and
One of
runs
them.
away.
I think there was more than one. Actually, it was like 2 of them. But I'll tell you, it really is freaky to watch. You got to watch it because you actually see the tree swinging wildly back and forth as if some giant creature was grabbing hold of it and swinging it back and forth.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it breaks loose and you see it just traveling across the ground. Yeah, it's just it's like it's walking away. It's just
almost like this drone went up to just see that.
Exactly. And that drone probably heard something and said, This sounds really cool. What's going on?
This sounds interesting. Let's go look at
it from the air.
Let's go look at these people cutting down a tree with a machine.
Hey! Hey! It's like, what a spoiler.
Yeah. Phil
spoiler.
completely ruins this in his breakdown by not only explaining what happened, but showing the machine that does it. If you want to head over to Power Breakdown and check that one out.
Yeah, and you definitely do. Phil's breakdowns are superb.
They've been on par lately. I'm not going to lie. I mean, some quality Phil breakdown.
Phil, he delivers.
I went back to drinking prior to making the videos now, so
give them what they want.
Yeah. So it does tend to bring back the old me, Whereas before I was using alcohol as kind of a treat, after the fact. And I figured out, what, it's just not working. So drink before you make the video. That way you don't give a crap. And it turns out better that way.
There you go.
Yeah, for some reason. Yeah. That's the way it works. Somehow.
Yeah, it's been my philosophy for a long time now.
It's tonight's episode 37 of the Squatchable podcast. This is 37 weeks we've been doing this. What have we learned, gents?
Nothing.
I learned total crap.
Apart from the fact that there are far too many Bigfoot conferences. What have we learned?
It's about Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. We didn't learn anything about Bigfoot. We did learn that people like to talk about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
We did learn that. Chris, do you feel that's the case, that we actually have learned that there are people who will talk about Bigfoot?
Phil, I think we've learned that there's a man in Florida who looks like a mini version of the Hulk and goes into the woods. I think that we've learned that there's conferences all over the country where people gather together and
I don't think there's enough
share their experiences.
You need to be more.
I think that we've learned that there are videos, and those videos are not of Bigfoot. That's what I think we've learned in 37 weeks.
Well, the videos that we've been seeing may not have been about Bigfoot, but doesn't mean he's not out there. I have personally learned that Bigfoot may be out there or may not be out there, and that someone maybe has a Bigfoot video and doesn't even realize it until they're lost in the woods and they drop their camera, and all kinds of beasts come and scavenge their bodies, and then a hiker comes along and finds the camera and then takes the camera home, and then after reviewing what was left on the camera, reveals that yes,
Blair Witch Project.
yeah. Hey, what have I told you?
Sorry.
God damn. All right, never mind. Damn it. Never mind.
Never mind.
Going live.
We'll do it live.
So, what's coming up on the 40 and Slip tomorrow night?
The 1994 Zimbabwe UFO sighting.
Cute.
That
Phil,
is-
can we expect a breakdown of Tim Fasano's videos?
Well, it was so convincing. I just felt that that maybe it would be better for Tim himself to actually explain the situation and what he himself was seeing, because he shows it, but it doesn't really say anything. And so I'm just kind of waiting to that 11th hour when he, the big reveal. That's what I want to hear. The
There's a
big reveal. Oh yeah, well of course.
all right.
I'm
Tim
kind of
Fasano's not going to leave us hanging. He's the one.
He's not going to leave us hanging?
No.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm with you, Phil.
Yeah.
And if you've had a Bigfoot or paranormal experience and Matt Knapp still wants to hear from you, you can reach him at bigfootcrossroads@gmail.com. And this week on Bigfooting with Keith and Colin, the Wendigo is training his evil llama. That's coming up this week on Bigfooting with Keith and Colin. And I think that'll wrap us up.
Okay.
Anyone got anything else to say? All right. Had to do it. All right. So it's good night from me, and it is good night from them. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.